for near Dofia Munina Quava beam Alpha OneTV, Hannah all the latest in the world. Jesus and Kobe be a like in a shame on your swing. And ye being turned to keep you updated. Yes, I'm ready and feeling chimney and candy on chairman. And ne, and I just a post budget, a workshop, no, a course or parliament house. Yes, and a Saturday parliament is here. Just a honorable Zanetor Rawlings, any this workshop on a chairman. Just invite all the people needed to speak at the workshop in parliament. No, and I just autonomous suffer Afenyo Markin. So Umbra no 2 for star music day. For budget here, John Dramani Mahama and the Abani serious necessary on betting fish out all the errors ama a finance minister society at taking note na management side a formal brought to Miss Afenyo on one casa insist say on one casa a kind say a budget no a come fine budget I just say okay now true a workshop here or no entry a new comments how to fish out the errors or meeting my boama a finance minister a out of force and Juma no a ho no and they are fast to a debate a honor a honorable Zanetor Rawlings sorry catching or open tamacoin and then ye the debate so open tamacoin. Pay attention to that in Kukonketena Wokano. Munshishi Moon said the budget in Bitima Boagana. Namunjai said Modia Za budget in this animal Ekasano. Just a fine year after that in Susono, a year majority leader, a year Mahama Yaragas also be school near Case. Yamo, Akroma than a year or Sonon Ketenkete in Kuninkuti in Senemunchi.
Good morning, Right Honourable Speaker, Majority, Minority Leader, and Honourable Ministers and Honourable Members of Parliament, and all staff present. You're most welcome to the post-budget workshop. And I would like to... sorry, Mr. Speaker, I just noticed that my name is misspelled, and I'm very sad about that. Thank you so very much. I would like to invite our clerk to Parliament to kindly give us the welcome address.
Right Honourable Speaker, Majority Leader and Leader of Government Business, Minister of Finance and other ministers here present, Deputy Speakers, colleagues in leadership, clerk to Parliament, colleagues, resource persons, parliamentary service staff, and our friends in the media. Once again, we've met here for this post-budget workshop, an opportunity for a deeper insight into the details in the budget. Colleagues, we come into Parliament with our diverse backgrounds, but governance has its own character. There is therefore the need to go through the rudiments of appreciating what is expected of us as the people's representative. For the one who is watching the television, he or she may be quick to criticize. And to make a good impression of yourself, you must prepare. It is on this note that I commend Right Honourable Speaker for his industry and leadership in ensuring that this 2025 post-budget workshop has been put in place, well arranged for today. And also to thank the Clerk to Parliament and his staff for working tirelessly to get all resource persons together for today's program and the days ahead. Colleagues, this is an opportunity for us to build capacity. let's find time to follow every aspect of the training program. You may be an expert in your own field, but trust me, Parliament and parliamentary governance and politics have their own character, and you must learn it. Let's endeavor to pay attention to the fine details of the budget. As the clerk already indicated, it is only through understanding this budget and the details thereto that you'll be able to make a meaningful debate when it gets to your turn. This workshop is coming at a time that committees have been formed. So, for instance, the Minister of Finance tells us there's 1.5 billion for agriculture. If you look at the expenditure column, you realize that some 900 million plus has been allocated. So if you pay attention, these are some of the things you discover, and then you make a meaningful impact in your debate by drawing the attention of the finance minister that you can't say 1.5 billion and allocate 924 million, and even that a chunk of it is compensation. So your own agri policy, what are you doing? And then you'll be able to talk about school feeding has in excess of 2 billion, and other critical areas have lesser amount. So if you're a member of that committee, you will now make a case, and I'm sure the finance minister will take that on board. Without more, colleagues, let me urge all of you, especially those of you who are first termers, don't see this as a boring process. Don't be too expectant, but participate, spend time. Don't walk in and walk out. Stay in and build capacity and build confidence, so that when the day comes and you are debating and some backbenchers are heckling you, you will remain resolute. Firm, and deliver with that nostalgic competence you've developed from the training. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
It appears the minority leader is in a hurry to start the debate, but I think this weekend is not about debating, it's about learning and paying attention to the details of Nkoko Nkitikiti and other things. And so without much ado, I'll invite the Honorable Majority Leader, Honorable Mahama Yarga, to give his opening remarks.
Right Honorable Speaker, I think the protocols have been established both by the MCs and my colleague, the minority leader. I'm sure we all appreciate that it is our responsibility to either pass or reject budgets. And that is precisely what we are to do, to review the budget, understand it, debate it, or run commentaries on the budget and decide if we will approve or reject the budget. The budget document contains policy statements, but also it contains estimates and figures. Not all of us are good with policy, and not all of us are good with figures and estimates. And so we don't assume that once a budget is presented, everybody in this chamber understands every aspect of the budget. So we need to enhance the opportunity for all of us to understand the budget beyond just reading it ourselves and sometimes listening to commentary being run through public discussions. So the idea behind this workshop is to enable us understand the budget, understand the policy statements contained in them, understand the figures and the implications of the figures for our constituents, for the market women, for the Okada riders, for the teachers, for the students, for all those that we represent here. That's the whole idea behind this workshop, because we're all not economists and we're all not finance experts. So experts in the various fields have been assembled to help us understand the policy documents and also to understand the figures behind these policy documents. When all is done, we expect the majority to relate these figures to the promises and the commitments that we made to Ghanaians based on which we're given this overwhelming majority that we have. The agenda to reset Ghana and how this policy document and the figures proposed will help advance that agenda to transform the country. For the minority, Osono and Ketekete, we expect you to also be very critical of the document and to see how the lapses, the weaknesses, and to expose them so that as a country we can be well guided when we consider the approval of the document. So I believe that this workshop will enhance our understanding of the budget. And so I crave your indulgence and urge you to pay attention and learn. Like my colleague said, don't assume that you know it all and avoid this exercise, because very often the difference between those who are able to effectively deliver on the floor and those who will have challenges will normally depend on whether or not you participated in the post-budget workshop and paid attention to the message that the experts bring to bear during those workshops. So I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for providing this platform for us to try and engage and understand the budget policy document and the figures that are behind them, and to also thank the clerk.
For this is the workshop by Koso Parliament House, I just say. Both the minority and the majority leaders, Afenyo Markin, Mahama Yaraga Akasa Kama, Senator Rawlings, a guide Omokama, Ama Omujumedino, Etima Basus and Umbitima school a day, newcomers, and as a fresh as more parliament and also be a budget statement here, the Abetono, and you move be a Afenyo, or more form of personal and selfish interest income. Among from emotions in the income, say be a me MPP Nintino, and this the idea bar automatically mean mumpo enye, because a beboa Ghana po, Nancy be man pa a cast a beboa Ghana. Me party back off from a banisa, so me party coffee on the ticket of MPP no, meet me by Parliament beam. Ometo about my NDC obakwa ko ginamene na apere no, so ade na eye krampa e wose me mia manika se nyesane ye ananya sana parliament ye na djuma parliament enye radio and TV station ye debate parliament the second arm of government. No cre and ho introduce the basa. Though they are there in term for their political parties now so no they make sure say Aban be successful, because Aban is successful and the constituent for no so you say okay o call parliament no witimi boa me be kwan the beto abama no o call parliament ni street light witimi boa ma yenya street light eni so witimi boa ma yenya boreholes bebre witimi boa be ma yesisi schools ahodo into your 10 on in your 10 no when a resident and as people in your constituency be say okay o buy no wa boa ma ade abc diaba into no and from one political party grow no at least wa boa yam yehu difference so if say in parliament ade be boa na so botu go a now on call for more constituencies no so hwere niema ade be boa na so wan kan wan asem na also wan nyemu chefa abianfa bianko constituency wa na wan kasa so o free parliament that o kwa no because I was say we independent and kwan bi so no. And yes, sir, the moment your party goes down, it will affect you, because there are a lot of people or more we need some seats continuously in NPP. Meanwhile, ABR or your NDC new, and so MPB or your NPP ni what me we need some seats in NDC's a stronghold. MPB or your NDC news what may win some seat or NPP for stronghold our gusu winning. The party call the party ba power, the party and power still no man for near the eto abamano. That means no build one casa career, not based on your political party. Even though you are in the ticket of NPPD, now so no make sure say serve your people to serve your people here, and when you say almost I could pin power from money and be almost. For example, a bar Shanty region, Muntaka, Honorable Muntaka, Shanty region, then pass away to me winnie Sita, we NDC because majority na MPP for. And so Honorable Muntaka, it's my twice we near basis I brogus winnie. Santiphone be brain cried a 12 I didn't hear because or no. Or share and crop way. So with or without any political party or in power no, still na man for to abamano to lose no man for ne hwehwe. Enye parliament abeji na twetwa ntro aden be boa class ye mboa na twetwa ntro debi. Nye sa ye TV ni radio so communication debate based on fact no both majority and minority and HHM. So that is you say the Diṣgṛacès Rawlings is here the shady Afenyo Markin I catch and say when you do you know and ya basi be refreshers on how I see debate for parliament and how and shall see with a debate now focus on the kokon kete. And yes, I also beshi. It's in some I beat my chair during the comment section. Subscribe, share, man, you said in